Don't do it. Hey, it's Selena and Crockett, 100.7 LEV. Can you tell we're ramping up towards the end of the week? It's Thursday. Don't do it, Crockett. Don't do it. My kids, I don't know if they feel like they're done. They're officially counting down to the end of the school year. They're in elementary school, second and fourth grade. So they do an ABC countdown, starting with A. So, less than 26 days to go. I think they have 19 days left because I think today's letter is G, and they're allowed to bring games in. Bringing games in.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. And they called dibs on which games they wanted to bring in. And it's
so what did they choose? What games did they bring in?
You would think they would be like the classics. I'm like, here, and small. Take the Uno cards. It's small. It's easy. Take the Uno. My daughter is bringing in this big box. I forgot what it's called. It's basically like it's called Who Lives Here. It's kind of like playing that mystery game. We have to turn things over to find a match, but they're wooden blocks. You hide these wooden animals in these wooden blocks under these wooden roofs. It's a lot of wood that she's giving to school. I don't know.
That sounds like it. Yeah.
She's going to lose a piece. That's all I kept thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going to lose a piece of this game when she takes it to school and on the buzz. So everyone cross your fingers because I love that game. There's something about memory games. It's a memory game. As we get older, I can't.
It's a memory game that you were just trying to describe and couldn't remember what it's called. What's that thing? It's just like that other game when you turn the stuff over. Kelly, good morning. Dave, good morning, friends. Actually, it's funny that you bring that up. I have to shout out Shawnee Elementary School here. Miss Laudenslager's 5th grade class is ranked first in the world in this year's first in math competition. The class finished ahead of 65,000 classes. And one of the games that they play in first in math is the 24 game, which I don't know if you remember some time ago when I was in the studio with you, Selena.
I remember that.
4 numbers on a card and you have to get to 24.
Yeah.
Former Jersey State finalist myself, so I get how that works. But big shout to them. That's really awesome. First in the world.
So that's Shawnee
Elementary in Forks. Yeah. Shane says wooden blocks would not play it. There you go, Shane. Yeah, which took me down memory lane. So last night I downloaded a 24 game on my phone and was playing that for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that. There's a whiteboard behind me, and Croc's like, "Give me any 3 numbers. Is it 4 or 3?
4.
Give me any 4 numbers." See, I already forgot. I'm terrible at memory games. Give me any 4 numbers. I'm going to make 24 out of it. That was pretty impressive.
4 numbers, 1 to 9, and then you got to sit there and actually I was doing really well. But there was I remember being really upset about this because we didn't do it at my elementary school. But when you got to the last round of the state tournament, they did this thing where they put it in a sleeve. And so you have to there's a mystery number. You can only see so many of the numbers. And by the time I finally was okay, I understand this. No, it's gone. That was it.
Got it.
All those kids that had experienced it. Whooped my tush. Keith, oh great, school getting out for the summer means people out on the road. Oh joy. Yeah, you know what? You got to be extra careful out there, everybody, getting where you're going. Certainly with kiddos out there, out of school and on bikes and doing all that sort of stuff. So
you got to get that plastic man on Keith Street so he remembers there's little people running around. That's why I have that. I stopped putting it out. Oh, it broke its foot. That's why. The little person that's supposed to protect my kids, a little plastic person, broke his foot. I wonder if a neighbor.
Not a very good sign. Literally.
Literally. But I am that neighbor. I will go to your house and say, hi. You see these little people? Yeah. They're in the street this summer. Please slow down because I have a couple of neighbors that don't stop at the stop signs.
And you can bring that sign out and say, look, he's already got a broken foot.
Foot. Did you run him over?
His summer's ruined. He's in a cast. Please be extra careful out here.
Be careful. So slow down. Thank you for that reminder, Keith. Slow it on down. Coming up, we have for you your tickets for Foreigner coming to Wind Creek Event Center in November. We'll have it 7:40 as we take a look at this
This
day in
is
history.
history.
We also have your Barry Manilow tickets coming to the PPL Center, and that'll be around the corner at 6:40 with the nearly impossible question. Your PA Lotto scratch. Also have it again tomorrow morning, 5:40. Halima won it this morning at 5:40. And the Sail Across the Sun cruise with Train. They'll be your live musical guests on the cruise. Do they mingle with you? Do you think they just stay in their little corner of the cruise ship?
No, I think they bask in the sun a little bit. They're on a cruise. I mean, you're not going to sit in your room the whole time.
Well, you can bask. There are some rooms that have their own little like sun deck.
I would imagine they've got something a little more bougie than us regular folk, but I got to think they'll be around. Yeah. Shane, can't wait for LEV to play Alice Cooper's School's Out. Yep, you'll be waiting, pal. Donna, good morning, guys. Good morning to you as well, Donna.
Shane. Shane's like, wooden blocks, not playing it. So I wonder how many kids are gonna be like, or the opposite, Shane. It might be, what is this wood? What is this? This looks very old school. It's a throwback. They might play with it because it's something.
If it ain't Jenga, they ain't trying.
All right. So we'll see. I'll report back and see how it went. If all the pieces made it back home.
I'll let you know if the giraffe made it. Although the giraffe trying to put it in a little wooden thing, probably not very good with that long neck.
I need to bring the animal in. I hope I remember to, because there's one animal in there. I'm like, what is this? A rat? I don't know what this animal is. I want you guys to figure out what it is. Most of them pretty self-explanatory. There's a whale. You know, there's a terrible at this memory game. I just remember the whale. There's a turtle. There's all these different things, but there's just one animal. I don't know if it's a cat, a squirrel, or a rat. I can't figure it out.
Sounds like you have a lot of things you need to figure out about this game, to be perfectly honest with you. You're sure it's a game? You're not just looking in your yard? Dave, have a great day. Enjoy before we see some rain this weekend. No R words around here. Shane, good comment. Shane.
Yeah, okay.
Becky, good morning. Sun is shining again. There we go, Becky.
All right. It cannot rain tomorrow. The grass has to be cut because of the rain that we had on Friday and Saturday. My grass never got cut by the person that cuts my lawn. So they look like trees. The weeds and the grass growing.
Fire up that lawnmower, Selena. Oh, I had to tie up old firewood yesterday. What a boring thing that is to do. Oh my god.
You a lumberjack?
Long story short, we had a bunch of firewood left over from the people who used to live here, and it's just been sitting out there, and now it's starting to knock our fence back. And plus we want to, don't tell the kids, but we want to put a swing set in, and that's probably where it's going to go. But there's like the township and how you bundle it and how much it weighs and to get it all. It's just like, can I just set a fire in my backyard?
No, you get a permit for that, and you got to wait.
Right. Dang townships. Keith, remember, big rigs cannot remove or stop quickly. Pay attention, be curious. Don't mess with a big rig. You have a 90% chance things will end up badly. There you go. Head on the swivel out there this summer. And Dave says, sorry, bud. Yeah, no rain, Dave. Like blind melon.
No rain. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful Thursday. Enjoy the sunshine. We'll have a mix of it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Sunshine. That's us. Sunny. Okay.